The second missionary journey of the Apostle Paul is recorded in the book of Acts, chapters 15 to 18. The exact date of Paul's second missionary journey is not specified in the Bible, but it is generally believed to have occurred in the early to mid-50s AD. After his first missionary journey with Barnabas, Paul proposed to Barnabas that they revisit the churches they had established. However, Barnabas wanted to take John Mark with them, who had deserted them during the first journey. This disagreement led to a separation between Barnabas and Paul, and they went their separate ways. Paul chose Silas as his traveling companion and set out on his second journey. They went through Syria and Cilicia, strengthening the churches. They then went to Derbe and Lystra, where they met Timothy, a young believer who would become a close companion of Paul. From there, they traveled to Troas, where Paul received a vision calling him to go to Macedonia. They immediately set sail and arrived in Philippi, where they established a church. In Thessalonica, Paul preached in the synagogue, and some Jews and a large number of Greeks believed. However, the Jews became jealous and started a riot, forcing Paul and Silas to leave the city. They went to Berea, where they preached in the synagogue, and many believed. However, Jews from Thessalonica followed them there and stirred up trouble, causing them to leave again. Paul then went to Athens, where he preached to the philosophers in the meeting of the Areopagus, and some believed. He then traveled to Corinth, where he stayed for 18 months, establishing a strong church. During this time, he wrote letters to the Thessalonians, which are now included in the New Testament. Lessons we can learn from Paul's second missionary journey include the importance of perseverance in the face of opposition. Paul faced opposition in many cities, but he persevered, trusting in God's strength to sustain him. The importance of adapting to different cultures. Paul was able to preach the gospel in a way that was relevant to different audiences, whether they were Jews, Greeks, or philosophers. The importance of building relationships. Paul formed close relationships with Timothy, Silas, and other believers, which helped him in his ministry and provided encouragement. The importance of prayer. Paul often prayed for the churches he had established and for the people he had preached to, recognizing that the power to transform lives came from God. Overall, Paul's second missionary journey was a testament to his commitment to spreading the gospel and building up the church, even in the face of challenges and opposition.